guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Today we're going to talk about Bellower. So I did this with Kale, I did this with Apothecary last week. I'm going to start doing this every so often with some popular champions in the game, popular good champions in the game, and Bellower is definitely one of those. But essentially those initial guides that I made a few months ago here when I was starting out the channel, I think I still stand by them. I deleted a couple that I didn't stand by as I learned more about the game, but for the most part they're still good, but they're really catered towards beginner to mid-level players, kind of the beginning to the mid-game in Raid Shadow Legends. And now with these updated guides, I want to kind of carry these champions through, specializing, kind of handing off that relay baton from the mid-game over to the end game, really focusing heavily on the end game, and that's what we're going to do today with Bellower, okay? So if you have any other champion suggestions, recommendations, I'll make sure I read all the comments on today's video. Go ahead and let me know if you want to see me do this with other champions. So Bellower is very, very well known. Rare champion, Void Affinity, a little bit tougher to get. However, he is a beast, and there's two totally different ways that you can build him out. You can build him out as a sheer support unit, kind of a crowd control CC type unit, or you can build him out as kind of a quasi nuker, and that's where he's really well known as in this game as a speed farmer, especially in the mid game on campaign. I will show you, in my opinion, kind of the best way to build him out for a nuke build, but today we're going to start out by focusing on his first build, and I'm going to redo the masteries and everything in between this video. You guys won't have to wait for the hour while I edit out, you know, shifting all his gear and his masteries and stuff. But anyway, guys, the thing that I want to talk about first is when you're building a Bellower for support, right? So why build support versus just a nuking Bellower? He has AoEs on every single one of his attacks. He has debuffs on every single one of his attacks, right? So you have a lot of options in terms of the utility of this champion. It's worth noting that his overall base attack is rather low for a nuker at 1013. The fact that he does have 3 AoEs, though, you can build him out with enough crit rate, crit damage, and attack that he can clear all the mobs in all three waves of brutal 12-3. Okay, so you can use him as your campaign farmer, put some food in there, and you can pull off really fast sub 10-second runs. And again, we'll show you guys that. But the thing about Bellower is his capabilities stretch way beyond just being a campaign speed farmer, right? And that's what we're going to talk about on this first build. A support Bellower is really good. Now, I really strongly advise you guys put him in stun gear if you have it, okay? If you don't have it, not the end of the world. You can still use Bellower as a support champion. But stun gear makes him, he's one of the best champions in this game for stun gear, because every single hit is an AoE. He's getting all those chances at 23% chance of landing a stun. Why do I say 23% chance? Because I am going to recommend you guys go with Fearsome Presence Mastery on your Bellower. Not only that, but you should also go for Sniper. So again, let's talk about masteries first before we talk about his skills and his kit, because these are really important here. Granted, Fearsome Presence. Defense tree, most people go offense with Bellower. But for support, I like him on defense, I like him on support. So, Fearsome Presence increases the chance of placing a stun by 5% from skills or artifacts. Also worth noting, guys, that if you want to have him in a stun set, that's a 23% chance every single time of landing a stun if you have Fearsome Presence Mastery on him. Otherwise, it's an 18%, and that is not based on accuracy. Excuse me. That's just a flat stat. So skills from artifacts or effects from artifacts are not based on accuracy. They have a clean 18 or 23% chance in this case of going off regardless of the accuracy on your Bellower. But because he has so many debuffs in his kit, I still want to build him with very high accuracy. I'm aiming for 300 for the end game. Anyway, Fearsome Presence is a great mastery to have on him. So is Cycle of Vengeance. 50% chance of increasing the turn meter by 15% when an ally is attacked with a critical hit. Will only increase the turn meter once if an ally receives multiple critical hits. That's really good on him. We want him to be fast, high accuracy, and just taking a lot of turns, right? I mean, that's what we want out of the support on our Bellower. Now, otherwise, we want the Sniper ability. Sniper ability is going to be really crucial on your Bellower. Increases the chance of placing any debuff from skills or artifacts by 5%. Does not include stun. We got stun covered on the Fearsome Presence on the defense tree. This is going to cover all his other debuffs. The decreased attack, decreased defense, the decreased speed, and the block cooldown skills are all going to be boosted up by 5% because of Sniper. You need to have your Sniper on your Bellower. You also want to have Master Hexer. 30% chance to extend the duration of any debuff cast by this champion, excluding stun in his case. But everything else we just talked about, Master, Hexer, and Sniper are the way to go. Evil Eye, I go with Evil Eye on him too because I have a stun set on him. If you don't have a stun set, you want to go speed and accuracy on your Bellower, and I would advise that you get a Lore of Steel instead of the Evil Eye ability on your Bellower if you're not running stun set, okay? So hopefully that was pretty clear. We've covered a lot of the fundamentals on his kit. His kit is an AoE attack again on all 3 of his abilities, block cooldown skills. Now think about it, it's a 20% chance. You book him up, it's a 30% chance, and then with the Sniper ability, it's 35% chance to block cooldown skills. That's actually not bad at all. I mean, it's no Hegemon, but it's really good, especially for the arena. It's not a bad ability at all. And for minions, for waves, he does great, okay? And this is the Frazzle is, a lot of people overlook this. They say, oh, 20% chance, nah, whatever. 35% chance with Sniper and books into him, and I would advise you book your Bellower. It's going to increase your chances quite a bit and increase the cooldown. Mighty Bellow has the decreased speed, and again, we're looking at an 80% chance if you have the Sniper Mastery to decrease speed by 15% on all enemies. Granted, it's the weaker version of all these debuffs, but it's still the fact that he has so many, again, is what makes him so great. Attacks all enemies. We get a 100% chance when booked of placing the decreased attack, decreased defense, 25 and 30% versions on his A3. His aura is just for faction crypts. We're not going to really talk about this right now. However, Bellower is one of the rare champions in the game that can be used in, all the way to level 20 in Faction Wars. As a matter of fact, Ogryn Tribe Faction Wars was the first faction crypt that I was able to beat level 20, and it was in a large help due to Bellower's kit in this kind of build, right? Having this sort of CC ability on his kit. So his total stats here, how I have him built out, guys, for the support role is I'm aiming for 200 speed. I just narrowly got it here at 201. I still want to have his crit rate and his crit damage fairly high. He's going to be hitting mobs, trash mobs in, let's say, spiders, well, not spiders, let's talk about Dragon's Lair. He's going to be hitting for, 5 to 9k. Nothing crazy, but it helps, right? It helps. So I would advise still building him with a decent crit rate, with crit rate gauntlets on him and crit damage. Just because, if you have a defense chest on your Bellower, he's not going to really die. He does a really good job supporting your team anyway, especially if you put him with another crowd control champion on the same team. So I would still go with the crit rate and the crit damage, but that is up to you guys. I have 295 on my accuracy here. Again, I'm aiming for 300, but really 200 plus is serviceable even in level 20 dungeons. Just not going to be landing it every single time, but still way more often than not, okay? I have his defense decently high. I'm looking for 2,500 defense for level 20 dungeons for my supports, if possible, so we eclipse that. His attack is just fine. His hit points is just fine as well. So I really like this build here, guys. Again, the stun and the speed. I have the stun set here with some accuracy and speed. Again, I'm going for accuracy whenever I can find it. I don't even have him totally glyphed out right now. He'd be way better, actually, way higher accuracy if I had, and speed, if I had all these speed glyphs and accuracy glyphs on him, which I don't have right now. A nice chest piece here with 17 speed plus 4, and speed on the boots. I would advise you guys go speed on the boots unless you're building a nuking comp, which we'll talk about in just a moment. So there we go, guys. That's how I have him built out. For jewelry, I actually still went defense on the ring. I went crit damage with accuracy being the main reason I'm using this this amulet here. A double accuracy roll on the amulet and accuracy on the banner, okay? So that is all of my gear on my Bellower. I've shown you guys the stats. Let's go ahead and play him in the arena first. Alright guys, so here we are in the arena, just below Platinum Arena right now. Granted, it's only a Tuesday at the time of this recording, so take that into consideration. So let's go ahead and jump into this match right here. This team looks pretty intimidating, and they have the revivals, they have the debuffer, they have everything, the nuker, so it's going to be challenging. And I'm trying to run a team with, I really want to spotlight Bellower here, so I'm running Dark Elaine and Elaine here with Prince Kymar just for the speed aura. I actually don't even have to use Kymar on this team, but he's my best speed aura who I have built out right now, and I don't want to use Lysandra. So let's go ahead and just do this team and see how we do, right? So on paper, it looks like, man, this guy's got, a beast mode squad, but we do too, okay? And, you guys are going to see how even as a support, not a nuker, he's going to be able to do a great job here against this comp. Now, this is interesting. I can go with the decreased attack and decreased defense, or I can just flat out try for the block cooldown skills, which would be really good against this team. The thing is, with a 35% chance though, I'm probably only going to land 1, maybe 2, so I'm actually going to open up with the Bowl Over on the A3. I know 100% chance I will land all of those debuffs. So check it out here, guys. In terms of the team, we have a stun now on Ethos, which is great. We have decreased attack and decreased defense on most of their team. Yeah, we're looking great here so far. And this is setting up for the Dark Elaine and Elaine to do their thing and basically just take care of this entire team. And notice this, he landed 2 stuns. 2 stuns off that AoE. That's how great he can be inside the arena already, guys. So attacks enemies 2 times, Valley of Death ability for Elaine. Here she goes. And Dark Elaine, okay, that was pretty weak, Elaine. Weak sauce, Elaine. Let's go Dark Elaine, this is gonna be more like it. Boom, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So here we go. That's the counterattack coming in from Duchess. We can't let her revive everybody. So let's go for the block cooldown skills. See if we can land it here, guys. And we don't. Let's see. What is Elaine's hardest hitting ability? That's my question. I think it's probably this one. Boom, 4,000. Come on, Elaine. You're letting me down here, Elaine. Either way, guys, Bellower is certainly not letting me down. Look at it. You know, we beat that team. It was a pretty intimidating team, 3 legendaries, just really good champions on that team, right? And, you know, Bellower did a fine job keeping everybody stunned, keeping everybody debuffed. All right, so next up, guys, we're going to take him into Dragon's Lair real quick. You can see the team that I have here. I just have kind of a weird team. I have Royal Guard in the lead. I have Kymar there to reset cooldowns. Big in to help out with the waves. You guys are going to see this one's a little bit more legendary heavy than the other teams we'll be looking at in this video. But again here, I meant to start out with Kymar on not on auto. That will actually speed up our run by about 20 seconds if I don't go auto for Kymar's very first play of the match, where he starts out with his Seal of Magic. It doesn't do any good. I don't know why he starts out with that ability. It doesn't really make that much sense to me. Turn meter manipulation, but not really reducing any cooldowns. Either way, look at the cooldown, or look at the debuff meter of these champions, guys. This is what Bellower does to a team. He just stacks up, you know, you name it, right? Decreased speed. We're seeing stuns right now on all of the enemies. He's going to be landing the decreased defense, the decreased attack on top of all of this. There it is. Look at these debuffs. And you know, it's hard to translate every time just the value of a specific champion. But, you know, he's not only is he stunning all these champions, not only is he putting all their cooldown skills on lockdown, he's also debuffing them all the time as well. Just a great overall champion, and this is not going to be my fastest run or anything close to that. It's probably going to be around a 2-minute run, but still, you can see that if you are having, maybe you're at Dragons 19, Dragons 17, maybe you haven't finished Dragons 20, or maybe you don't have a 100% success rate on your Dragon runs, Bellower's a great champion to build up, to add to your team. Put him in stun gear, again, even if it's not great stun gear. Just go for accuracy, go for speed where you can find it, and I think it will help out a lot, especially if you're able to build out his masteries. And if you're not able, or if you have to build out his masteries, well, he's really good in Minotaur's Labyrinth as well. So he's good pretty much, I would say, Spiders, Dragon, and Arena. He is top tier, especially for a rare. You're not going to see him much in Platinum Arena, to be fair, but he's great in Campaign. And then you can definitely use him too in Ice Golems on top of that. So like I said, 2-minute run here. Let's see if we can finish him off. And it looks like it's going to be a little bit over 2 minutes, but still, I do have some legendaries again on this team. So I apologize there, but you can see that, you know, it was more to highlight his skills in the waves, right? Just how easy it is to keep everybody stunned and debuffed so the other champions can do their work really quickly. So this helmet here is nothing too special, despite it being legendary. Get excited when you see that legendary. So that's Dragons, guys. Let me show you him in one more area, and then we'll switch builds, okay? Let's show you in Spider's Den. So Spider's Den here, we're going to go ahead and use him in this no legendary composition. And again, not going to be the fastest run, but the cool thing about this run in Dragons 20 is no legendaries and on auto attack. and nobody's gonna die. And that's what he does really great in stun gear again. And you can see all those stuns going off. I see at least a few stuns on those spiders. It's going to do a good job at keeping your Cold Heart alive, keeping your main damage dealers alive, keep those spiders stunned, and keep them off of the rest of the team, while at the same time debuffing everybody. Now, you'll notice in this composition, I actually have 2 debuffers on the team, just because I want that strong version of decreased defense in my Stag Knight still on top of the 30% defense. Not that they stack, but you guys get what I'm saying. I want the strong version for my Cold Heart and my Royal Guard to do that much more damage. If you don't have a strong version defense down on an AoE like a Tyrell, like a Stag Knight, no worries, you can get by with Bellower. It will just take you a few more hits to do so. So it's just beautiful. Look at the lock cooldown skills, not that it really matters here, but lock cooldown skills proccing everywhere. He's got stuns all over the place, and you can see, again, importantly here, the spider's going to heal up a couple times, but look at my Cold Heart. She's nice and healthy there. I have no healer on this team. I only have the Ally Protect and the shields of Miscreated Monster. And I say only, that's a lot of protection, but still, nobody's actually healing there on this team. It's just a really good job of keeping them debuffed via my Bellower and my Stag Knight, and then just letting the Cold Heart and the Royal Guard do their thing in time here. So like I said, unfortunately the spider did get a heal off, a nice big hit there with Cold Heart, I believe. And yeah, probably around 20-30 seconds and we'll have this spider dead. I won't show you all of these runs in their entirety, lest this be a 45-minute video when we build him out on the Nuke build. Instead, I'll show you an arena battle with him, and I'll take him into campaign and show you how fast he can speed farm when you put him in a full-out Nuke build. So let's go ahead and finish this one up. We're at 2 minutes. I tried this a couple times before recording just to make sure the team worked, and both times it was right around 2 minutes. So this is going to be actually, to be fair, the longest of my runs. Maybe it was just I didn't even notice what went wrong here, but it looks like it's actually going to be closer to 3 minutes maybe, depending. Let's see. 1 takedown. Let's see if we can get a Heartseeker and do it in a 2:30. I haven't kept track of when her last one was, but we will see. No heal is down from the spider, so yeah, maybe about 10 seconds or so. Let's see. So we get the shield back up. Like I told you guys, nobody's dying on this team. Now a few runs and without the heals, able to keep Cold Heart alive. What is your fastest, maybe I'll put this as like a community tab poll here on the channel, guys. But I'm curious about what is your fastest times in different dungeons, if you have been able to clear any of the level 20 dungeons yet. I'm curious just to see what my subscribers' times are. And there we go. A 3-minute run, nothing to write home about, but Bellower did his job, kept everybody alive, and we get a nice crit damage with accuracy on our 6-star Dark Elf amulet, so I will definitely keep this amulet. Let's go ahead and rebuild Bellower. Come back to you guys in just a moment. Alright guys, we are back, a brand new build. You can see Bellower looks a lot more intimidating somehow. I don't know why, but you can see we have crit damage and crit rate as our new sets, and our new stats here are going to be a much lower speed at 135. We have his attack raised to 3217. Again, difficult to kind of scale on his attack because it's so relatively low on the base. Either way, look at the crit rate and crit damage, 91 and 274. That's really high on the crit damage, so now we're going to go ahead and spotlight him actually doing damage. Now, again, no stun set on him, but I still have his accuracy pretty high at 255 here, guys. And you still want his accuracy high. His masteries, I also switched around. Now, one note here, guys, I should not have gotten Charged Focus. Instead, I should have gotten Heart of Glory, which increases his damage by 5% when he's at full HP. So just something to note if you're going to copy these over. And you can't see, but I also decided to go, oops, I also decided to go with Flawless Execution for the crit damage. However, I thought about going Helm Smasher. It's really going to be up to you guys if you want to go Helm Smasher to have a 50% chance of ignoring 25% of target's defense, or if you just want to go with that crit damage as high as you possibly can. So let's go ahead and take him in. Otherwise, everything else is the same. Well, actually, everything's different, right? But I showed you everything. All right, let's go ahead and take him into campaign now, and you guys can see how you can use him as a campaign farmer on auto, because all of his nukes should be able to kill every single one of these waves of minions here. Now, the old Bellower, how I had him built out the last time, he would not be able to one-shot any of these waves. It would take him 2 shots on every single one of these. Oh, he actually misses one. So he didn't kill the last 2 dudes there. That's going to take the run up to 14 seconds. Let's see if he does it again here. And I wonder if I had Helm Smasher or if I had his crit rate up from 91 to 100%, if that would make a difference. But either way, this is what Bellower is known for, right? Speed farming inside campaign. He has no Queen Ava. He can't do it in 6 seconds, but he can do it in sub 10 seconds if he actually gets all of those hits out. That time, 10-second run. Again, just showing you that he can be used as a campaign speed farmer. Note that the gear I have on him is pretty good though, you know. I'll show you the gear really quickly here, and then we'll show you in one arena battle and call it a video, guys. So the gear I didn't show you, but real quickly, we have attack, crit damage, crit rate. That's what we're going for, right? Crit damage, attack percentage, again, more crit rate, got some speed here, whatever. I'm just basically trying to build as much crit rate on him so I can go with the crit damage gloves. That's what it's all about here. And we have crit damage gloves with some crit rate on them as well. We have an attack on the chest and attack on the boots as well. So let's go ahead and do one arena battle. Alright guys, let's try them in the arena as our nuker here against this team. They might go first. That will be the only challenge. Let's see how we do. So, maybe I shouldn't have put Crutraxa. Maybe I should have put Bellower being the only damage dealer, but now we can strip all these debuffs off. Actually, we missed there on... let's go ahead and take down Duchess first, and then it's going to be Bellower's time to shine. Alright, so let's see. He's up. Let's go again with the A. Start out with the A3. I want to see if we can maybe kill her. And we actually can't. How much? I didn't even see how much damage he did there. It wasn't tremendous. Again, he's not scaling incredibly well. That's why I prefer the first build. Even in the arena, I think I prefer to build him the first way. So, you know, a lot of people like this so he can campaign farm. I actually can't campaign farm with him because I should have shown you guys at the beginning. But again, he takes 2 or 3 shots to kill every wave if you don't have him in this sort of crit damage build. However, definitely for the arena, I have to say I prefer him to be... because he's just not putting out enough damage to make it worth it, right? Let's check his A2 here. It's going to do, yeah, 8,000 damage or so. I mean, that was nothing crazy. Now he's froze. Yeah, again, we'll win the battle, but I don't think we've won the war. I'm going to go ahead and advise you guys that if you want to build a Bellower for anything other than just speed farming campaign, I would advise just go control like I did. You know, I think that he's much better all-around champion when you build him out with way more speed, more accuracy, a little bit more sustainability, still have that crit rate high, still have that crit damage, whatever, around 100. You're going to be happy with your overall champion a bit better. He'll serve more utility on all of your teams rather than just speed farming campaign. So I hope you guys found this video informative and useful, helpful, especially if you're a Bellower owner out there. Thank you so much for watching. Really happy with the growth here on the channel lately, so thank you all for all the support. I really appreciate you guys, and as always, take care, guys.